Hey everyone, it's Toly. Welcome back to another episode of Toly Reacts, your weekly dose of everything Solana. So there's a lot on my mind today, and I want to just, dive right in. Let's get to it. Steel V3. Is this technology of the gods? All right, so developers, listen up. You ever been debugging something and it's just completely failing? No idea why or where it's breaking. Yeah, it's frustrating. Well, not anymore. Steel V3 now surfaces the exact file and line number for all account validation failures. No more digging through logs, no more guesswork. You just click, fix, deploy. That's it. And look, it's got clean defaults, zero bloat, zero copy. Exactly what you want in a dev tool. So, if you're not using it, honestly, you're doing it wrong. All right, shifting gears a little bit. Let's talk validators. Upgrade ORs, Solana validators. It's time. So, if you're running a validator, listen up. 2.1.11 is here, and I'll just say this straight up. You either upgrade or risk getting left behind. General adoption, highly recommended. And you probably saw this coming, but a full upgrade announcement might be coming Sunday. So don't wait on this one. Speaking of upgrades, let's talk hardware and performance. Make GPUs great again. Man, this one gets me hyped. 6 years ago, we were literally in a basement hand building metal validators. Like, no joke, that's where this all started. Now, we're seeing some insane innovation in hardware and performance. But here's the next big thing. Can we make this class of hardware viable on mobile again? That's the goal. And if we can pull that off, we're talking about a whole new level of on-chain computing power. We're pushing limits, we're breaking barriers, and we're going to get it done. All right, let's zoom out a bit. Talk about the bigger picture because economically, things aren't looking great. The U.S. economy and tariffs, a tough reality. So let's talk about the economy. The U.S. is sitting on a $2 trillion deficit. Yeah, $2 trillion. And the government, they've really got two options. Cut $1T in spending, raise $1T in taxes. That's it. No magic fix. And you've probably heard about tariffs, right? They're basically a consumption tax that favors domestic producers. And, I'm not saying they're amazing or anything, but if you ask me, probably the least dumb way to close the deficit. Anyway, let's bring it back to validators because, there's a lot of confusion there. Validators, representatives, or service providers? All right, let's just settle this right now. Validators are not elected representatives. I see people arguing about this all the time, but let's break it down. Validators are service providers. They get paid by stakers to do a job. A job, by the way, that stakers themselves are actually supposed to be doing. So, if you care who's making the decisions, pick the right validator, or even better, run your own. Speaking of governance, let's talk about voting, on-chain voting, and UX debate. Some people say, hey, stakers should vote directly from their wallets. And look, I get it, but here's the thing. Validators can already split their votes. So if this really matters to the community, someone's going to build a UI for it. And if no one does, well, then the market just doesn't care enough. Simple as that. All right, let's wrap this up with my final take. Final take, no excuses. All right, so if you're passionate about how validators operate, I've got one answer for you. Run your own. The tools, they're already here. The power, it's in your hands. So, if you care, do something about it. That's it for this week's episode of Toly Reacts, your go-to source for Solana updates, powered by FOMOFM Radio. Stay tuned because there's always more coming.